Hello, today we're going to discuss why you need a Hawaii injury lawyer. Now, a lot of the lawyers here in Hawaii, their websites will usually say you need a lawyer because these are complicated cases. The law in Hawaii is complicated. But what does that really mean? Are we just saying that because we want you to hire us, even though things really are simple and easy? Or is there some truth to that? So today we're going to discuss why the laws in Hawaii are complicated. Actually, not necessarily the why, I guess, but we're going to discuss some of the complicated parts of the laws regarding auto accident cases. Now, the main thing we're going to talk about today is what is referred to as medical liens. There's, of course, many different aspects to this subject, but medical liens is something that can really cause problems in your case. So if you decide, I'm not going to go to a lawyer, I'm just going to get a settlement with the insurance company and that'll be it, piece of cake. Well, medical liens is one reason why you may want to consider getting a lawyer, just for the fact that, like they say, sometimes you don't even know what you don't know. I know I would be that with any car repairs, right? I don't even know what I don't know. Or, a lot of other complicated things in life, right? So medical liens, let's talk about this. Let's say you're in a car accident in Hawaii. If you've been listening to some of these other videos or browsed to our website, Hawaii is known as a no-fault state. That basically refers to the $10,000 in no-fault insurance that your your car insurance company has to provide for you when you're in an accident. Okay? If you're in an accident, your car insurance pays the first $10,000 in medical bills. That's great. That is usually great for most of our clients. Most minor accidents, you need to have at least $5,000 in bills paid, but usually most cases range from $5,000 to $10,000 in medical bills. So medical liens may not ever actually be an issue. However, if your health insurance company, we're talking HMSA, Kaiser, Medicare, Medicaid, Quest, TRICARE, all right, these are all health insurance companies or government agencies that pay for your medical bills. All right, so let's say you use up your $10,000 in medical coverage with your no-fault car insurance, and then you have another $5,000 or $10,000 in medical bills, or hopefully not a lot, but maybe even a lot more than that. TRICARE, HMSA, all these, that list I just gave to you, they are going to want to be reimbursed for the bills that they paid. A lot of people don't realize that. This is something that is, like you say, we sometimes don't even know what we don't know. So this is one of those things that you may not even realize. You think I have health insurance, they have to pay my medical bills. That's why I have them. I'm never asked to pay back my health insurance, right? In almost no circumstances are you ever asked to pay back your health insurance company, because that's what they do. They pay your medical bills, no questions asked, right? Well, when you're in a car accident, the contracts with your health insurance company, or in case of TRICARE, Medicaid, Medicare, Quest, it's in the law, statutory law, saying if you get a settlement for your injuries, you got to pay back your health insurance company. That comes as a surprise to a lot of people, right? Of course, it's frustrating too, because you thought, I got a settlement. This is a good amount of money. This is great. I'm getting compensated for my injuries. Well, here comes the medical lien that is going to try to take some of that settlement money. So we try to, be on top of that before the settlement happens, right? When you settle, you want to know what you're dealing with, right? Now, we leave a lot to clients to their discretion. So if they tell us for, not the statutory ones like TRICARE, Medicaid, Medicare, Quest, that's that's law, right? As lawyers, we're going to make sure Quest gets paid back, Medicare, all that, right? But these other ones, Kaiser, HMSA, that's some clients says, no, I'm not paying them back. I said, well, they're asking for the money. Well, too bad, I'm not going to pay them. Okay, we help our clients, but then in the end, we let them make their decisions, right? It's their money. So there has thankfully been new law in Hawaii, thanks to some great injury lawyers that have fought these issues, because we all have this feeling that this just doesn't seem right, doesn't seem fair. They've fought these issues all the way up to the Hawaii Supreme Court and also the Ninth Circuit Federal Court. And thankfully right now, the laws in this area are really good for people who are injured, right? The law was always kind of in place, but we needed these court decisions to really clarify it, because these companies, HMSA, Kaiser, they weren't really getting it, right? They, understandably, they were trying to get paid back. But thankfully now we've got some good court decisions, and the basic brief explanation of the current court decisions is that we don't have to pay back these health insurance companies unless we duplicate the medical bills, all right? Unless there's a duplication of the medical bills in the settlement, okay? So we take a lot of smaller cases. We love to take bigger cases too. We do a great job on those too, don't get us wrong. But we end up with a lot of smaller cases, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 settlements. Okay, great. Get a $10,000 settlement. Then here comes HMSA. They actually use a collection agency called Rawlings. They try to be scary, but they're really just a collection agency. So they use this Rawlings company to try to get money back. Let's say we get a settlement for $10,000. They send a letter, hey, we paid $5,000, we want $5,000 of it. All right, does that sound right? No, right? You get a settlement for $10,000, your lawyer gets a third of that, and then your health insurance company wants to take almost all the money that you got. That's just not right, just not fair. So let's say that a $10,000 settlement, most likely that's just for your pain and suffering. I wish all settlements were fair, and we got pain and suffering. We got all the money for it to pay back the insurance companies, but even the car insurance companies, in their evaluations, they're not really evaluating to pay back health insurance companies. They're kind of evaluating these based on just pain and suffering. It's known as general damages. So that's kind of a tough thing, but we fight that for our clients, right? In situations like that, we let them know. Now Rawlings, I think they know the law, but they're just refusing to accept it, all right? There's a difference between somebody that knows they're not entitled to money and others that they know that and they don't care. They're still going to try to get their money. Because guess what? They still get their money a lot of the times. Some lawyers aren't well read up on these current laws. Some lawyers just don't put in the effort to fighting off these companies for their clients. So anyway, to get back to the bottom line is that there are complicated issues such as medical liens. For example, it gets complicated. What if HMSA puts a lien on your settlement before you can settle? That's a problem, right? Because then the car insurance company won't settle until they know that the HMSA lien is going to be resolved. So we use all the tactics we can to avoid that from happening. We would much rather get this case settled and then have the money in a trust account, and then we battle HMSA or Kaiser to get a reduction, right? We tell them, hey, this was only for pain and suffering, but since you're not accepting that, you're not going away, let's come to a compromise. And you're just in a much better position of negotiation when you actually have the money, right? When the case is settled, you got the money, as opposed to them, when they know they're holding up a settlement, then they're much less willing to negotiate because they know you're going to take the settlement and they're going to get paid pretty much what they're asking. So there's a lot of tactics to this. Like I said, there's the Medicare. You know, there's a whole company that Medicare hires to handle all the Medicare liens. And that's federal law, okay? You can't really run away from Medicare. There's Quest. That's state law, right? You got to pay back Quest. That's just, you know, these court cases didn't help us with that because the law is clear. You got to pay them back. The one nice thing with Quest, that again, if you don't know any better, they automatically, actually not quite automatically because we still have to ask, but as long as we ask for the discount, they're going to discount it 33% to cover their portion of the attorney fees. All right, so you got Quest, you got TRICARE, you know, over at Tripler. There's a department over there, and they're incredibly difficult to work with. No offense if they hear this, but you know, they just take months and months, 3 months, 6 months. No offense again, but it is a government agency. They get paid whether they get the stuff done or not, right? That's just the government for you. So, well, you know, we will work with them to try to get their lien resolved, make sure they're getting paid by no-fault insurance, because sometimes they don't care to even bill no-fault insurance. And we have to say, hey, they have the $10,000 with no-fault insurance. Why aren't you billing them? You know? So, you know, all these agencies, the bottom line, this is one of those reasons why you're going to want to hire a lawyer. Things are not as simple as you may think. So I guess that about wraps it up. I am David Barlow. I'm a Hawaii injury lawyer. I do offer free consultations, so feel free to give me a call. And if we do take your case, we do not charge anything until we settle your case. So you can rest assured knowing that we're going to do everything we can to get you the best settlement possible. All right, thank you for your time today, and y'all take care out there. Thanks.